Hi, I'm Martin.
And I'm Viv, and we're both creatives from Twitter UK. We're here tonight to talk about what we do and what our role entails. We're going to cover some campaigns that we've been working on, and we're also going to give a little bit of information about our creative process at Twitter.
Hello. So I'm Viv, and this is Martin. And we are both creators at Twitter UK. And we are here to talk to you about what it is we do. We kind of get asked this question quite a lot as creatives when we say that we work for Twitter. So we work on the brand strategy team, which is an in-house team at Twitter. And the brand strategy team is an in-house creative and strategic resource for brands and their agencies. So it's not only me and Martin on our team. We also work with a few people from a different sort of backgrounds. So those backgrounds are in strategy. So we work with strategists, planners, and people who are experts in tech. And we work as a team to essentially bring big brand campaigns to life on Twitter. So, as a team, we have one big challenge. And that big challenge is this guy. So, this is Twitter, and this is our product. And as a team, we essentially only have one platform in which to execute an idea, which sounds like it would be a bit of a constraint. However, we've come to sort of realize, working at Twitter, that actually using Twitter as a constraint often helps to drive our creativity.
I'm going to go slightly rogue here and ask for a raise of hands. Who's actually on Twitter in the room? Does anybody use Twitter? I'm going to use my GCSE maths and say that's round it up to about 99% of the room is on Twitter. And behind me you see the first ever tweet that was posted onto the platform. As you can see, this was sent 10 years ago in 2006. We've just celebrated our 10th birthday. You can see it's plain text. There's no links, there's no images, there's no video. And this really was the same when I signed up to Twitter in 2009. If you fast forward this to today, we've got a really large arsenal of tools and products that brands can use and users can use. Products such as Vine, live broadcasting with Periscope, more recently promoted moments, and this week we just launched a first brand emoji for PlayStation. So if you tweet hashtag Uncharted4, you get the little main character from the game as an emoji. But really, these are the tools that help us to do our day-to-day job. These are the tools and products that brands can really find their own creative, unique voice on the platform. And these are the tools that allow the brands to be really innovative. These are also the products and the tools that are really at the heart of all of our creative ideas. And we're lucky in brand strategy that we really get to push the limits of these. We get to push the limits, but when we do, we always kind of keep this idea in the back of our head. And that's the rule of 140. And that is a dramatic kind of pause. So what this really means for us in the brand strategy team is we basically we try and simplify everything. That's from the brief to the idea and then to the execution. And we're firm believers within the brand strategy team that if you can't explain a brief or an idea within 140 characters, then it's just too complicated. And we kind of push this motto into all of our creative process.
Thank you. So I'm just going to explain how we do that. So starting with the brief, we will receive a brief from the brands or the clients, And it's then down to us to start filtering out all the useful information, taking out the key themes from the brief, and we then start working to reduce that down to an 140 character goal. Oh, sorry, clicked too fast. Oops. And from pitching our ideas to brands, we found that when we write down their brief in 140 characters, they really love this, and it sort of really helps us and them to kind of get a clearer idea of what their campaign targets should be. So once we're happy with the brief, we can then start looking at the idea. And this is where we start thinking of creative concepts. So what's the ultimate goal for the brand? And what are the key messages that the brand are trying to portray on Twitter? So it's often quite easy for creatives to get sort of stuck on one big creative idea. And we find that with the brand strategy team, because we work on a team with a range of different people who come from a range of different backgrounds, it's really useful to sort of bounce our ideas off those guys. And these guys help us to sort of define and refine what our creative idea is. So once we've got our idea, we can then start working on the execution. So how are we going to bring the idea to life on the platform? So to do this, we use the tools that Martin's mentioned. So we've got our creative concept, and we've got all the tools that are available to us as Twitter products. So how is it that we match a creative campaign to one of those products? Well, we start thinking about what product would work best for the creative. Are there any native Twitter behaviors that are emerging that we could use to innovate with? And are there any new products that we're aware that we're going to be launching that we can start to sort of innovate with and take our creative concept and sort of work with the new products that we've got to execute a campaign?
So we'd love to take you through some campaigns that we're extremely proud that we've worked on. I'm going to start with TOPSHOP. So TOPSHOP came to us with a challenge, and we kind of defined and narrowed down the brief using the rule of 140 to really one main brand goal, and that was to democratize fashion during London Fashion Week. We kind of asked ourselves the question, how do we take live trends from London Fashion Week, from the catwalk, and deliver them readily available to everyone? The idea that we came up with was hashtag LiveTrends. This uses Twitter data to surface trends emerging from London Fashion Week in real time. This lets users immediately shop the looks. So what really this means is we got the live trends on the catwalk, and we're able to push them onto digital out-of-home boards and in TOPSHOP stores across the country. I'm going to play a short video that really showcases live trends in action.
TOPSHOP is a high street retailer on a brand mission to democratise fashion. This year, during London Fashion Week, they identified emerging trends on Twitter and turned them into a 75% uplift in sales. London Fashion Week is one of the most exclusive closed-door events on the fashion calendar. Every year, looks revealed on the catwalks by top designers are discussed online instantly. With up to 15 shows a day, trends spread fast. But they won't hit the shelves for another 6 months. What if fashion fans could get the latest looks as quickly as they were revealed? Live Trends saw TOPSHOP identify the most tweeted about styles from the catwalk and pair them with immediately shoppable looks from their current collection. Within seconds, the looks were used to power digital billboards across the UK. At the same time, they were shared back into the conversation on Twitter. Anyone seeing a live trend they liked had to tweet the hashtag to TOPSHOP, to be tweeted back with a link to buy. In-store mannequins were dressed and restyled as new trends emerged. Fans visiting Topshop.com also saw the homepage updated in real time. TOPSHOP's brand mission is to democratise fashion, and live trends delivered. 20 of next season's most popular looks were made immediately available to the public. There was up to 75% uplift in sales across all of the looks featured versus the previous week. Coverage across trade and consumer press, and over 63,000 engagements on Twitter. leading to an ROI of 11 to 1. From catwalk to Twitter to high street, in seconds. Live Trends, democratising fashion in real time.
Thank you. So I'm now going to move on from one fashion brand to another, and I'm moving on to Burberry and their campaign TWEETCAM. So Burberry came to us with a brief. We then simplified this down to something that looked like this. How might we give fashion fans around the world front row access to our exclusive closed door shows in London? And this is the idea we pitched them. TWEETCAM, enabling fans around the world to take a unique, live and personalised photo from the front row at Burberry's show at London Fashion Week. So how does that work? Burberry invite users to tweet the hashtag TWEETCAM to @Burberry. And once the hashtag is tweeted, this then triggered cameras that were set up along the front row of the catwalk. And when the hashtag was tweeted, this initiated the cameras to take a photo. And then it was up to Burberry to take these photos and start personalizing them for users. So they used a bespoke typeface to start covering the pictures with the users' @handles on, and they sent them straight back to the users in real time. So I think the thing we like most about this campaign is that whilst it was quite a complex technology that enabled the cameras to work, it actually came from a really, really simple idea.
Kind of taking a step away from fashion and jumping into sport, more specifically with Adidas and Adidas football. We work really closely with Adidas in the brand strategy team, and during the World Cup, they ran a campaign called "There Will Be Haters." This campaign, we once again we narrowed down the brand goal, the main brand goal, and really found a narrative that said Adidas really want to connect football fans around the world to their heroes in direct and surprising ways that only really Adidas can do. And luckily, well, we had basically had a product that was about to get launched around about this time. So we took this idea to Adidas, which really using our new technique, using our new product launch, Twitter group DMs, we give Benzema's biggest fans the chance to chat directly to their hero. If you're not familiar with Benzema, he's a Real Madrid striker. He is a French national football player, but he's one of Adidas's largest ambassadors. We're really fortunate in the brand strategy team to be aligned with the product team, and we know that the future technologies that are coming to the platform, and the way we really approached Adidas, we knew in advance that these would be the perfect match for that, and this whole campaign started with a call to action tweet. The tweet read, "Are you Benzema's biggest fan? Tell us why, and we'll pick 3 fans to join a special Twitter group DM." So Adidas were instantly inundated with replies from Benzema's fans. The 3 lucky Twitter users got dropped into a group DM initiated by Benzema himself taking a selfie. And the conversation just kicked off. And what I love about this idea, it really shows the power of Twitter and the power how we can bring users to their heroes, like real people to their real heroes. The fans love this, and so did the press, gaining global coverage for both Adidas and Twitter.
Cool. And just a final campaign that we're going to end on is a little bit closer to our heart, and that was for WWF, and their campaign was called Endangered Emoji. So this brief differed a little bit from the other ones that we've shown you, and this was because WWF and Wyden and Kennedy actually came to us with this idea already. So we knew as a team that we had to approach this brief a little bit differently. So the idea which Wyden and Kennedy came up with was endangered emojis. Educate Twitter users that 17 of the emojis are endangered and sign them up to donate every time they tweet one, which was an idea that we loved. So as a team, we set ourselves the challenge of helping WWF and Wyden and Kennedy execute a campaign to increase brand and endangered animal awareness and, where possible, drive donations for WWF. So I'm just going to play you a video to show how that was executed on the platform. Oh, no, I'm not. Firstly, I'm going to show you how that looked on Twitter. So here we have a sort of initial tweet from WWF to really kick off the campaign. So we're using endangered emojis to save real animals from extinction. Please retweet to sign up and help. Now I'll play the video.
You probably see this little guy every day. But did you know he's endangered in the real world? Sadly, the brown spider monkey is one of 17 endangered emoji. You can help WWF save them by making a small donation for every one you tweet. Each month we'll send you a summary showing all the endangered emoji you've used. The amount you donate is up to you. To start, make sure you sign up at twitter.com/WWF or endangeredemoji.com. Thanks.
So a really, really nice idea from Wyden and Kennedy, and a what we think is a great execution. So apologies, we've pretty much whizzed through that, but we would like to leave you with one key takeout, and that's this. If you find yourself stuck on a brief, write your idea in a tweet. It might just help. Thank you.
Thank you.